What's up, all my Cash App investors? It's Shadai again, back with another stock investing video. And today, I didn't want to do it. I didn't. But we have to talk about this cannabis industry, who you should invest in, who you should not invest in. There's a lot of confusion and hope out there, and I just want to set the record straight for all my beginner investors. I don't want you to throw your money away. Before we get there, make sure you hit the thumbs up on this video. Make sure you subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you think about my observation, because I'd love to talk about it. Let's get right into it. Before we get there, if you don't want to invest in stocks, I got some cool merch. Make sure you check out the link in the description. Not everybody wants to invest in stocks, but you can always invest in my merch so I can continue making great videos. But aside from that, all right, let's get down to business. So the reality is that Aurora is trading at an all-time low. If you haven't heard it, they lost their CEO. They have an interim CEO. They're cutting jobs. They have a lot of debt, and they have to place a long-term plan to even get back into some amazing profitability. Now, if you're looking for super long-term, I guess go ahead and invest in Aurora. They're currently at $1.58. And I guess when you're looking at the cap in the industry, Canopy's at $22. So if you have hope that they can get up to that point in 10 years, then hey, do your thing. But if you're looking somewhere safe to park your money right now, Canopy Growth has just shown on their financials that they are the leader when it comes to Canadian cannabis companies, and they have tons of potential for even more growth. Maybe not in the next few months, but 6 to 12 months they can continue to grow and just capitalize on all the errors that Aurora is making. So let's just talk stats. I'm going to look at my notes here. On the balance sheet reports for Canopy Growth, from September 19 to December 19, they grew from $76 million to $123 million in net revenue. That is great signs. Now, Aurora went down from $75 million to $56 million. And we all know why. It's because they lost their CEO and they had too much debt and they just grew too fast. They have potential, like I said, long term maybe, but when we're really looking for somewhere safe to park our money, the stats are speaking for themselves. There's growth in Canopy. Now, another interesting thing that I love about Canopy, or that I've grown to love through my research, is their investing in research and development is much, much higher than Aurora. And that can lead to even more growth. They're currently at $20 million, I believe, in research and development. And Aurora's at $6 million. I mean, the growth can be moving so much more faster for Canopy just based off their research and development money. So that's another thing to note. Now, yes, Canopy is growing at this rate because they already have their big partner. They are linked with a beverage company, I believe, or alcohol beverage company. So that gives them their big partner. They're not out there searching for hope. They have a plan in place. They have people that know what they're doing. They have access to U.S. markets. They have access to international markets. They got into Germany when Aurora couldn't, or Aurora got kicked out of Germany for bad practices, and they took advantage of it, and now they're in Germany. So there's more growth, more international growth there for Canopy, just based off the mistakes that Aurora's been making. I just don't think that they had the right people in place to grow how they wanted to, and it's going to take a little while for them to get back to that level. Now, Aurora's still looking for a new CEO. They plan to get someone with experience. But during their conference call, there really wasn't no mention about that plan. That should be very should worry anybody who wants to invest in the company, because that's a big deal. You can't go against a giant without having someone that knows what they're doing. That's just, you're just hoping at that point. And what I've learned in this game, you can't hope. And the financials and the earnings and these conference calls, they tell you a lot about the future of the company. And I think Aurora is just too much unknown for little people like me and you to invest our money in. Now, that's not saying that they can't get someone down the line in the next 3 months. That's just saying that right now they don't have no plans, or no one has struck in the chord to really make a difference. So that's something that you really want to keep in mind when you're trying to invest. I know the number of the stock looks so great, but honestly, just keep it on your watch list. If the number is that interesting to you, just don't buy in too much right now, because I just don't want to see anybody money just sitting around or even lose more value down the line. I don't want to make this one too long because I want you to go and do your own research, but I think it's very clear that Canopy Growth has executed and Aurora has made big mistakes. And I'll say it again, if you're looking somewhere safe to park your money, because that's what I like discussing here. I really do think Canopy is a safe place to be. Now, I'm not sure how much growth is going to be in the next few months for Canopy. It might stick around 22, 23. I'm not sure if it's going to spike any higher, but maybe in the next year or so it can continue to spike. And this isn't saying that Aurora is done. I'm not saying Aurora is done. I believed in Aurora when I first got into making these videos. And yes, they can bounce back. Yes, they can get back into Germany and kind of rise it back up. But I think we need to wait a little bit more to hear what the company's trying to do or what they're going to do. So I hope you learned something in today's video. If you want to invest in the cannabis industry, to recap what I pretty much said, don't invest in Aurora Cannabis right now. If you're looking to invest in the cannabis industry, Canopy Growth is the safer bet on this episode or round. Whatever. You guys understand what I mean. If you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe. Let me know what you think about these two companies in the comments below. And are you even investing in the cannabis industry? It's a growing industry. What do you think? Is this something that you want to invest in? Are you not interested? What are you investing in? I'd love to hear back from every one of you guys. This channel's been growing a little bit faster than I expected, so I'd love to chat and just connect with everybody and see what everybody's doing. Of course, my phone is always ringing during my episodes, so that means it's the end of this episode, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.